When your brand is riding a wave that just keeps growing, you need more than just the right platform, you need the right partner. Gander Clothing was scaling rapidly, but their e-commerce tech just couldn't keep up. That's when they partnered with Convert Digital. Since launching a headless Shopify Plus site in 2021, they've seen incredible results. A 300% increase in daily orders, 16% revenue growth, and a 12% conversion boost. With faster load times, a seamless checkout experience, and powerful omni-channel integration, Gander has transformed into one of Australia's biggest retail success stories. And it's all powered by Convert Digital's commerce expertise. It's commerce that stacks up. Read the full case study at convertdigital.com.au.
Welcome to The Checkout. We catch up with previous Add to Cart guests and ask them 5 quick questions to get to know them better and leave you with a little extra inspiration to get through your Friday. Here's your host, Bushy.
Today's Checkout features Elena Chirich, leader of the Aussie arm of MiniBoss Business School. This is a global program turning children into serial entrepreneurs. From creative problem solving to launching real-world businesses, Elena's approach is all about building resilience and sparking innovation at an early age. In this episode, Elena gives us a glimpse into her world from the life-changing book she just discovered to the tech that she can't live without.
Elena, welcome to The Checkout. We had a great conversation with you on our main episode where we learned all about your transition from a senior transformation corporate in organizations such as KPMG, Deloitte, and Virgin, and now starting up MiniBoss School here in Australia, where you are teaching children the ins and outs of business and business thinking, which was just fascinating because we got to dive into the impact that you're making there, but also how we can unlock creativity in our own minds, which I absolutely loved. But now I have 5 quick questions for you so we can learn a little bit more about you. Number 1, what is the weirdest thing that you've ever bought online?
Where do I start? But generally, I have to thank Temu for I don't know how many hundreds of dollars of buying household items I did not know existed. So probably the weirdest and actually helpful and one of the cheapest was it looks like a rubber, like a regular rubber brick, but it's orange color and it erases calcium buildup from taps. So, in the bathroom over time, you get those white marks. So this $2 little thing, you rub it and it's magically gone. It's weird and it works.
Are you easily sucked in by a good Instagram or a Facebook ad? Get the Temu bug there?
Actually, no. So I am a more impulsive buyer when I know I'll just deliberately, I'll go and have a look for something I need to buy. And when I'm on Temu, they have me. Like an hour later and I don't know, 20 random items, products in my cart. I start remembering, what am I there for?
We did talk about psychology and consumer psychology, and they are definitely doing it very well. Number 2, which retailer has most inspired you recently?
Well, there are 2 points I want to mention there. One is a little bit point of frustration. So I do usually shop for apparel, or actually most things, through the main Maya and DJs. And it works for me, great variety. So I like variety and sales and all of that. What frustrates me that even to this day, when we talk about sustainability, they don't have a search function by fabric. For example, I do not want, and that's a result of the masterclass that Lisa Blair presented, that our oceans, they're so polluted. It's beyond comprehension. And majority of that microplastics comes from fibers, from synthetic fibers. So every time we wash synthetic in our washing machine, we pollute our oceans essentially. So one of the recommendations she was giving, if we care about environment, let's transition to natural fibers. And unfortunately, unfortunately, I have not met a site yet where I can search by fabric. So that would be a huge change, I think, for supporting sustainability. But what on the positive side I want to mention, so it's a fellow Brisbanean, Belinda Scott. She launched an app, a while ago, and I still don't understand why not every apparel brand onto it. This is virtual kind of try it on. So that's where you can upload your photo and select whatever dresses or whatever apparel items you like, and it will show how it will look on you. And her app is amazing because it's compatible with Shopify, so any basically business can just purchase it and apply it. That was particularly, I know, popular during COVID when I was looking for makeup or hair color. They've embraced it earlier, but for apparel, it's kind of no-brainer. I'm not sure why brands are not onto it yet. And the other e-commerce website that she also started is Australian Fashion. So it's like a marketplace for Australian brands, and you can buy from there as well. So that's again when we talk about supporting locals, supporting local designers, going against the fast fashion. That's a real game changer.
Well, you've given a few potential differentiation tips there for the clued-on retailers listening. So thank you very much. Number 3, can you name a piece of tech that you or your business couldn't live without?
I don't have anything fancy, but I look a little bit weird because even when I walk outside, I use my headphones. These are the, call center wired headphones. And it's just, I don't use Bluetooth wireless because it just was really bad experience. When they just launched, I realized I get massive headaches, and I don't know how proven it is, but there is some who say because there isn't enough really, not enough years to test and validate. But there are some statements that Bluetooth might be damaging to our brain and health. So I always wear my wired headsets. So yeah, if you see a person walking on the street and talking on the call center headset, that's me.
It's your version of the Steve Jobs turtleneck. It's your distinctive feature that everyone goes, there's Elena because she got the headset on again.
Probably. It's not very cool, but it works for me.
Lovely. All right, number 4. Can you recommend a book or a podcast that our listeners should immediately get into?
Well, the book, actually, I have learned about this book today, so it's kind of fresh off the press. For those companies who work with offshoring teams, this is super important. So it is by Erin Meyer, The Culture Map. So the lady, Tiffany English, who runs offshoring company here in Brisbane, she did a presentation this morning, and I have had experience working with offshore teams. And that book is a must-have for anybody who wants to work with even probably immigrants, because those culture gaps is not territorial. It's mindset, again, how people grow up. So to get the most of your team working together, particularly if call centers or customer support is offshored, super important to understand the difference. So that's probably from the book. And again, from the TED Talk, I can recommend Sir Ken Robinson, Do School Skill Creativity. It just positions, it makes us think about the purpose of education for kids and makes us think what would be the best way to help our kids learn better.
Great recommendations. We will put links to both in the show notes. Thank you, Elena. Last question I have for you. What is your biggest challenge today?
I think for all service-based businesses, it is having the right people on the team, and it is the ability of every team member to be focused on solving our customers' problems. So it's all relationship-based. So the success of the business, effectiveness of the business depends on whether I have the right people in my team and whether my team solves the problems that makes our customers customers happy, essentially. So for service-based, again, it doesn't really matter even the stage, and probably the bigger as a company you grow, the more important it becomes, and for small companies in particular. So that's number one challenge, is to make sure you have the right people and retain them and get them to be kind of your copies in a way if you want to present a particular brand to the customers.
I love that you've got a people first mentality there with everything that you've got going on. I love that thinking. Elena, thank you so much for joining us on the Checkout.
Thank you, Nathan. It was a pleasure, and I haven't even noticed how the time flew. Yeah, so it was a very interesting conversation. Thank you for wonderful questions.
To hear more from Elena, head back to episode 475, where Elena shares how MiniBoss Business School is shaping the next generation of fearless entrepreneurs, the fascinating link between creativity and brain development, and why mentorship is the ultimate game changer for kids and adults alike. It's one you don't want to miss.
Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep adding to cart.